Okay, so me and the boys today we're gonna be doing a little water project, making a chicken waterer. So we're gonna be using these poultry water nipples, and the idea behind this is that so the ducks, when we pour it into like a big open watering container, the ducks will jump in it, they'll make the water dirty immediately, and the chickens kind of like have to drink that. So what I'm hoping this will do is both, definitely the chickens, but even the ducks as well, they can just learn to drink from the bottom of this, because as you can see here in the picture, it's vertical, so it'll be like on the underside of this, and so the chickens and the ducks can drink out of that without actually getting inside of the bucket, and so it'll hopefully keep the water cleaner. And also I've got this chicken water deicer, and so this actually is supposed to just go inside of the bucket, and you can plug this in, so that next cold snap that we have, hopefully this will work a little bit better than the bowl, because they would just basically, the ducks would go in there in the bowl and they would just splash and drink it, and then it would be gone in a couple hours, and we'd have to go out there, you know, 3 or 4 times a day filling it up with water. And I'm hoping that by putting this in there and keep that water in that bucket nice and well, not frozen, and hopefully they'll just be able to keep it cleaner. But seems like it's pretty easy to make. We got these little nipple waterers. I got a bucket here. Ideally I'd have a lid, and I'd like to find a lid. I might have to improvise something, but this one doesn't have a lid, but it's the cleanest bucket that I have, believe it or not. So I think we're just going to drill 4 holes around this bucket, and then we'll thread these in, and then we'll just hang it up, and that's about it, I think. So I kind of want them spaced out nice and evenly. So wait a second here, let's see. So let's do, see, there's like these little notches right here that are already there. So let's do one there, one there, one there, and then we'll put this one like right in the middle here. That way they're kind of evenly spaced. So, yep. That didn't take long, did it? Okay. You're gonna do the other one about right there. You don't have to do it right on there, just somewhere in there. That'll work. We may have to actually get a knife and cut that off. Try not to get close to that, because then it will be hard to screw that in there without, because it needs to be kind of flat, you know. Aiden, you want to do the other ones?
It slides so easily.
All right, stay away from the things, like I said. So just go like right here in the middle.
Oh crap! This is a little slidey.
There you go. Awesome, bud. And just keep it going and back out. There you go.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Right here.
Yep, that'll work. All right. Now if y'all want to open these up. All right, so it looks like you only take these apart if you want to clean it. Otherwise, this screws directly into this.
Well, I mean, it's slowly going in, but like...
Hey Weston, you want to go get a wrench that fits on that? And we'll use a wrench. So I was under the assumption that these would unscrew, and then you'd have, like, the thread would go through the bucket and it would screw on the other side. So I'm not too sure about this, having this where it doesn't really screw into anything else. Oh, be careful. You get hurt?
Like a bone pot. Oh!
Man, don't try so hard. Here, let's just get them started, and then we'll get a wrench and we'll screw them the rest of the way in. All right, I'll do the first one.
I'll do mine.
And you guys each got one you can do.
Oh, that'll be messed up.
Yeah, I wish it would come from both sides. I would be a little bit more apt that this wouldn't leak, but if they make this, it's a pretty popular company, so I guess if they tell you to do it like this, I guess it shouldn't leak. All right, Layla, you want to do this one? There you go.
Where's the other one?
I got it in my hand.
Oh, that one was mine. I'm not a doing that. That one was mine.
Okay, so it doesn't, when you're clicking, it means it's not going in, okay? So if it's on either on or on off, and so on means it's going to go to the right, you know, because righty tighty, lefty loosey, and off would be taking it off, right? And so you just keep going like this and go back and forth, and when you're clicking, you're going back, and it's released, and it's not doing anything, and it's just so if you're in a hard to reach places. And so then you just go to the right, and that screws it on. Yep, just keep going.
Does this come off? Yeah, that's
All right, you see that this little rubber seal right here in the very bottom? So when it gets tight, you want to stop, because if you keep going, see how I kind of tightened mine a little bit too tight because I did the first one and I didn't think about it, but this is kind of starting to seep out. You see, it's like it's squishing the rubber and it's pulling out. So you want to stop until it gets to where it's like starting just a little bit to come out, and then you want to stop, or else it'll just squeeze that rubber gasket out. Well, if there's a hole, then it'll leak and we'll have to get another bucket. But we'll try anyway. If it does leak a little bit, it ain't that big of a deal.
I mean, we could put some waterproof clay or like Flex Seal.
We'll just get a new bucket. Buckets are cheap. You check the goldfish, see if they made it through the cold. We just gotta find a rope now, hang it up. Can you get it? I'm gonna have to have Aiden help you. Is it heavy? If you get thirsty or something, there's some water right there, you can take it. Oh man, that is heavy. How'd you carry that all by yourself? Must be one strong chick. A little higher. There. A little higher. There.
And, I mean, if I was a chicken.
That good? A little higher? Right. Better stop there.
I mean, like, if I was a chicken. Yeah, I would be. You're gonna have to like break their necks to get some water.
Yeah, we don't go in the water.
Yeah, you all said they just got bumped in the head. It was like that.
Hey, you want to go get me a scoop, and we'll go ahead and give them a scoop of feed so they leave us a water. So that maybe they'll go out there. Make sure you make a bunch of noise and stuff so they follow you.
I thought it's like we need food. Oh, little children. I literally got it. Want to use your life like that?
Alright, awesome sauce.
Can you feed them right now?
Well, Weston just did. Alright, good job, guys. I think there's a little bit of a drip coming from one of them, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. They'll probably drink it before it's empty. It's like 1 every 5 seconds. Not too bad. So, good job, guys. I think that'll work a lot better. We can throw that little de-icer in there when it gets real cold and plug it in, and we won't have to worry so much about dirty water and replacing the water multiple times a day. It's a nice. They're inside the garage. You didn't know that? Where you been, girl? You've been sick. Well, you watered them. You should know. So it's a nice, warm, sunny day outside. The waterers are unfrozen. So we're gonna grab the rabbits, put them back.
No way.
Well, they like to kick a lot. Can you help us with the door though? That would be super helpful.
Yeah. Oh.
All right. So that one's for mine. So I'll put her in there. Here you go. And here we go. Whoop! It's trying to get out of there.
Oh yeah, we never named it. Oh gosh.
What? Oh, he's got hair. He's shedding pretty bad, isn't he?
We never actually named it.
Oh, the rabbit poop here. It thawed out. Here it come inside, so it's nice and moist. These worms are absolutely loving this rabbit poop and these newspaper clippings. They're doing really well. Used some for ice fishing the other day and didn't catch anything, but I don't think that was the bait's fault. I think that was the fisherman's fault. What do you think, Layla? Do I have great success ice fishing?
Yes.
Yes? Where have you been with me? We got to get this rabbit hutch back in the barn and out of my garage. So, worried about the bees, definitely. Looks like they're moving around, actually. So here's one that's, it's moving, not a lot, but a little bit. It's moving a little bit. There's definitely some dead ones, though, which they probably died during, you know, the cold snap. And they're just kind of pushing them out. I'm gonna listen on here. Might pop it off just a little bit here. So lots of movement down there, great sign. Looks like the bees made it through. And they still got some sugar left, and they've definitely been eating on it. But there definitely some movement now. But they made it through. Looks like the majority of the hive did. So that's 100% good news. Very good news. And it's supposed to be 50 today. I think it's probably almost 40 now and getting warmer, so they will at least be able to do some cleansing flights, you know, fly around, defecate, get warmed up, and hopefully just kind of regain themselves so we can get through the next one, because I'm sure the winter's not completely over yet. You want to see them?
Yeah, I love these. I like them when they're not trying to kill
Alright,
you.
just look in real quick and then we'll put it back on.
Yo, that's pretty sick. I kind of want to touch them, but I don't. I kind of want to stick my whole hand in there. No, they will literally murder me. There's like ice.
No, I mean, they can sting you, but
What is that?
they're not going to probably sting you unless
ice?
you actually are trying to hurt them. No, that's sugar that I put in there. I put in these sugar blocks. It's actually fondant, like
Yum.
cake icing.
Yo, yum.
Yeah, so yeah, the bees kind of have the same diet as you. They like sweet stuff.
I've never even ate fondant.
I'm just kidding. They do like sweet stuff though.